Hi, I'm Dr. Julia Budnik. I'm one of the directors of SDS seminars. I'm recording this video from my home office in Sussex while I'm monitoring SDS course on essential CBT skills, also known as CBT introductory course. As you probably know, SDS has recently developed its own unique webcasting system. We call it SDS Live Interactive Webcast. What you see here is a live screen of the third day of CBT introductory course, which is taking place right now in London at BPS offices and presented by our lead presenter and director, Paul Grantham. I want to take you through some of the features of our webcasting system today while watching a live course. First of all, you see the title of the course, and we have a separate screen for every day of multiple day courses. So here you see CBT introductory course day 3, but the title will be always related to the course you're attending. Above it, you will see a menu, which is the main menu for your course. On this menu, you can see course materials, presentation handouts, all the worksheets which you need for the course, which you can open in a separate window. And when you work on the course, you can either keep them open in a separate window, which I always recommend to do before the start of the course, so you don't lose any time waiting for them to download. And you can follow the presentation. All the slides are here, just like you would have on the course handouts in the room. If you prefer, and for many people it is a preferred option, you can print them out and write your written notes during the course on the slides themselves. Apart from presentation handouts, you have all the worksheets which the presenter is using in the room, and it is better to print them out and participate in the exercises when the presenter is using particular worksheets. The next point on the menu is further information about the course you're attending. Very many of our courses are modular courses, and they're parts of bigger diploma or certificate courses. So here you can find all the information you need about the course you're attending and other modules you need to do and what you need to do in order to receive your diploma or your certificate. We obviously encourage you to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Whatever link you click, it always opens in a new window and your webcast is uninterrupted. And we always offer you some DVDs related to the course with the discount. So whenever you participate in SDS courses, you always have very attractive offers regarding the DVDs related to the topic. So here we've got Essential CBT Skills DVD set, which you can purchase with a discount, and many other DVDs related to CBT in this particular instance. Now, let me just put the sound on so you can listen to Paul.
If we have a starting point of 50%, it's really important that the client doesn't run out.
And I'll mute him for a moment and just show you some other features which you can use when watching the webcast. You can turn it into a full screen. So if you prefer to actually watch the presenter and not being interrupted by slides or discussions which are happening on the webcast, you can do it as a full screen. However, not very many people would choose that option. You have some other options to choose. If you click on the buttons, you see the buttons appearing on the right hand side of the slides, and you can swap slide and the presenter. Some people prefer it one way or another. You can swap them back. You can watch a presenter as a big screen with slides as a smaller screen in the corner. You can do the opposite and watch slide as a big screen with the presenter as a small screen in the corner. You can play with all these options and choose what is the best option for you. I usually prefer the default screen with the presenter on the left and slide on the right, but people obviously have different choices. In terms of the quality of the picture, we use the most up-to-date equipment. We have an expensive professional camera working in the room with a professional cameraman. We have all the latest equipment in terms of webcasting and making sure that the stream is constant and uninterrupted. We're bonding our stream, so all these things are taken into account. However, quality of your picture very much will depend on your own internet connection. So when you watch our video, the setting usually would be set on automatic, and your own network will choose the most optimal resolution which you can watch the video in. Your browser will adapt to the quality of your own internet. Next to it, you see the slide, which is exactly the same slide as the presenter is using in the room. Let's have a look at some of the other features. One of the most important features of the interactive webcast is our chat box. You can see it here on the right. That's the chat box. Here you can leave your comments for your colleagues who are participating in the webcast, and you can ask a presenter a question. So you choose your message type. If you choose question, it turns green. It means that it will be green on Paul's screen when he is checking your questions on his iPad, and all the green messages he will be reading and answering questions. And you also can do a general comment. It will turn blue, and you can do a comment which all participants of the webcast, all the people who are live with you on the webcast, they can read these comments. You can also choose personal message too, and the screen will turn gray. When you choose a personal message, you also can choose it by just clicking on somebody's name, and then it will automatically take you into personal message mode. It's a little bit like a personal message on Facebook. You can send a message to a participant which nobody else can see. I can't see it, our IT person can't see it, no moderators can see it. It's a personal message. And if you do that, you can share more sensitive information. For example, if you want to share an email with one particular participant over the course, or also, which is why we've developed this function, you can do a pair exercise. Very often we have a pair exercise in the room when two people working together, discussing a case or playing a client and the therapist, and through personal messaging you can do that with other participants on the webcast. As far as I know, and we've checked practically everything we could check, no other webcasting system offering this particular feature. Actually, questions and comments are not very common on other webcasting systems either, especially in such a good, clear way when you can see all the questions and all the comments in different colors and so on. But personal messaging is an absolute our know-how. And you can see actually at this point the course has gone into the third refreshment break in London, and we've got a refreshment break screensaver here which tells you you can go and make yourself a cup of coffee. The other thing which we've got on the screen is coordinators messages. You can see it's on the left-hand side just after the refreshment break now. So coordinator is usually a person who is in the room in London, who can tell you what's happening in terms of how long the break will be, whether you need to refresh your screen, or give you some other general information regarding your webcast. Coordinator also can be reached through a personal message. Here you have message to coordinator, and we encourage everyone to write to coordinator directly with your technical questions, because people sometimes try to put my browser is slow, my screen is buffering, and things like that into general chat. And if it doesn't apply to all the other people, it's not something what they really need to read on the chat, which is subject related. So we encourage you to put personal messages directly to a coordinator so they can reply to you with the answers about your particular issue. And if you scroll to the very bottom, you can download chat history. If you've watched the webcast, you can download your chat history as a PDF file and keep it, because very often you might find some ideas expressed by other participants very useful, questions interesting, people share website links, people share interesting links to worksheets, or maybe your personal conversation when you did your pair exercise was incredibly useful. So you can choose the option which you want to download. You can do a filter and say personal messages, for example, and download chat history, which will only download your personal messages and nothing else. And you can save it as a PDF for you to use later. The only thing we are saying here, because especially personal messages, we can't moderate them at all. And generally, in order to make sure that the conversation on the website, on the webcast is timely, we switch off the moderation. In the vast majority of cases, we do not moderate your comments, but we do count on your professionalism in terms of what you are putting in your comments in the chat box. What else can I say about SDS webcast? After webcast is finished, we try our best to create a recording of the webcast as soon as possible. For something like 3-day CBT introductory course, which is an incredibly long and very, very intense training, it takes us up to 3 days probably to create a recording. But all the participants of the webcast have a free access to the recording for a limited time. Currently, this time is 28 days. And you have absolutely free access to your recording for 28 days. Some people watch one day live, watch the second day a bit later. Some people actually prefer to watch everything as a recording because they're busy during the day. Some people watch half a day and so on. So the recording is there for you to use for 28 days. We are monitoring your watching time. So if you have only watched for an hour or two during the day, don't expect to receive your certificate. You will only receive it when you watched all the hours allocated to the course. However, if you watched it as a recording, we are monitoring that as well. And when you contact us and say you watched the whole course, you will receive your certificate by email. If you watch the course in its entirety on the day, you will receive your certificate automatically and you don't have to contact us and ask for it. If you have any other questions related to SDS live interactive webcast, please don't hesitate to contact me. It's info@sds-seminars.com, info@sds-seminars.com. Please write to me and I'll be very happy to answer your questions, and maybe we'll record another video, who knows. So I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you on our future webcasts and work with you. It is really, really exciting development. And we have people participating in SDS interactive webcasts from all over the world, from Hong Kong, from New Zealand, from Malta, from Brazil. We've had people from all over the world, and definitely from all over the UK. We've had people from Glasgow, Northern Ireland, from all over the place. And sometimes when the weather is miserable, nothing can be better than attend your training from the comfort of your own home. So looking forward to seeing you on our future webcasts. Thank you.